Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I am doing a pretty big declutter video. My sister-in-law is coming to visit me from Miami, and my mom also lives in Miami, so I am gifting a lot of these fragrances to my sister-in-law and to my mom. Before I get started with this declutter video, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on fragrance, beauty, body care, self-care, all of that type of content. If you enjoy that, then please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload a new video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you guys doing? I am so happy to have you here with me today, and I appreciate all of the love and support that I get from each and every single one of you. So with that said, let's go ahead and let's get started with today's declutter video. So for today's declutter video, this is strictly just me gifting some fragrances to my sister-in-law and my mom. It by no means means that I don't like the fragrances, because at some point I either love them or something happened where I just cannot wear them anymore. But I will explain with each fragrance why I am decluttering them, and I am getting a bunch of new fragrances coming in, so I just wanted to make a little bit of room for the new fragrances that are coming into my collection. The first fragrance I am going to start off with is one that I am truly confused. Actually, I have two that I'm very confused as to what is happening with my nose, with my senses. There's a few fragrances that I loved that when I put them on now, they smell so different to me, and I just don't understand what's going on. But the first one that I am going to be gifting to my mom, because I know that she likes this fragrance, this is Flora Botanica by Balenciaga. I know what, I love this bottle. I went through a whole bottle of this a few years ago, and my mom also had a bottle of this, so that's why I know that she would enjoy it. And I tried using it here. I really don't know if it is because here in Puerto Rico, the houses don't have central AC. We just have like AC units. It's very hot here. It's just a different type of climate from where I was living before, even though Miami is also hot, but it's just different types of hot. And I put this one on about 2 or 3 times, and it ended up giving me a headache. I don't know what it is. I know that this is a strong fragrance, so you don't need a lot of this one, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to give it to my mom, and if later down the road I want it again in my collection, I'll get it. But I still think that it's very refreshing, very nice fragrance. I don't know what's going on with this one, but this one is going to be leaving my collection. The next one that I am truly in shock, I'm in denial, I don't know what's going on, is this one, and you guys are not going to believe me, but Jessica Simpson Fancy. I feel like so horrible decluttering it. I think I'm going to be giving this one to my sister-in-law. I tried it out maybe like 4 times ever since I put it in my July tray, and I pick up nothing else but gardenia, and I don't like gardenia. Before, I used to pick up the caramel, I used to pick up the almond note in here. Now it is just straight up gardenia, very floral. It even gave me a headache, and I truly don't understand what is going on. Every time that I put it on, it ended up being really sharp on my skin now, very strong, very floral, instead of like that almondy sweet scent that I got at the beginning. And I wouldn't have a problem just letting it sit in my collection to wait and see if I like it again, but I have too many fragrances, and at this point I just want to make some room. I need to be in love with every fragrance that I have in my collection. If I ever recommended this fragrance and you smell what I described before, I would still recommend it because it was such a beautiful scent. I don't know what happened now, but I'm actually like sad about this one because I had like such an attachment to it, but I'm not gonna think too much about it because I'll end up keeping it, and I'm trying to just declutter. That's the whole point. The next fragrance that I'm going to be decluttering is one that I just got into my collection, and this was for a video that I wanted to do for you guys, and this was Versace Crystal Noir, the EDP. So I preferred the EDT version when I did my review video, and this one I feel like maybe, I don't know if my mom will like these. I'll have to hear back from her when she gets them. But this one, maybe during the holiday season or a little bit cooler weather, because of the spices in this one, I feel like she would probably get more use out of it than me. I feel like here it is too hot for me to put something that is so peppery and spicy, and yeah, I prefer the EDT 1,000 times. But if you love spicy pepper and all of that, then definitely the EDP is for you. I'm gonna be giving this one to my mom. Hopefully she likes it. Okay, the next fragrance that is going to be leaving my collection is one that I went back and forth with. I didn't like it, I liked it, and I just cannot wear this one. And this one is Rihanna Rebel Fleur. I'm gonna be sending this one to my mom as well. Let me tell you guys that this one, I layered it with the coconut from Bath and Body Works, and the first hour or two, it was magical. Like, I got the sweetness from the Bath and Body Works coconut mixed with the coconut in here, but it still smelled kind of sexy in a way. I was loving it. And then after like the 2-hour mark, I got the headaches that I usually just dread when I get headaches from perfumes, because they end up being pretty intense. And I tried it a couple more times and I got a headache each time. So unfortunately, I cannot wear this one. But again, I don't think that it's a bad scent. It's just not for me. I think it's too strong on me. And it's just one of those scents that like they're there. Like you will smell it on yourself. So I'm gonna be sending this one to my mom. Two that I am decluttering from the KKW fragrance line. So I guess this could be like a little update for you guys on the Jeff Leatham collection. I'm going to be sending my mom Night Iris and Jasmine Air. Night Iris I still love. I'm just sending it to my mom because I feel like she will get a lot more use out of this than I will, because I see this one as like a night or like an evening scent. This is like a scent that you can wear on a date night out. It's a little bit spicy, it's warm, it has a little bit of sweetness in it. It's really nice. It's just that I know I'm not gonna give it as much use here, so I'm trying to make up space. And then Jasmine Air, unfortunately, didn't work out on my skin. I liked it when I first tried it and I was reviewing it and on the test strip and stuff, but on my skin it just does something where it just turns into a scent that I'm not sure what is going on. Like, there's something in it that bothers me a little bit and made me a little bit nauseous. So I'm gonna be sending this one to my mom as well. Then this one, this is another one. I get very attached to the perfumes, and then when it's time to declutter them, like I give it way too much thought. I wish that I could be, I see so many people on YouTube where when they say they're gonna declutter, they just declutter and they don't think about it. I think about it so much. But I wore this fragrance to go out to dinner with my husband the other night and with the girls, and it was driving me crazy. And I loved this one the first time that I hauled it, and this is Alien Fusion. I'm still not sure if I'm going to get rid of this one. I want to hold on to it. I really like the little bit of spiciness that it has from the cinnamon, and I believe it was ginger in here. Ugh, I love smelling it from the bottle. I feel like maybe next time I should just spray way less than what I've sprayed. But I layered this one with Bath and Body Works, no, I think it was Victoria's Secret Vanilla, Bare Vanilla. And it was a nice combo, but it was so strong, and I just kept, it almost made me a little bit sick because on my skin it pretty much turned into alien. I did get a little bit more tuberose from this one, but I don't know if to hang on to this one for fall time, because maybe it's just that it's way too hot right now. So maybe this one might not go. I'm not sure yet. I'm showing it here, but I need to see what I do with this one. I love the bottle of this one, and I really liked it when I tried it the first time I got it. I don't know what's been going on with me lately, but yeah, I don't know yet. It just made me pretty sick that day, and I just hate when that happens because it just ruins my mood. When a fragrance makes me sick, I just get in like a bad mood because it's just there. You can't take it off until you shower. So it's not the same as like putting it in your hand and scrubbing it off. I literally put this on everywhere, and then I was just sitting at dinner like I could have went with a different fragrance. But yeah, so that is Alien Fusion. Now I'm going to talk about the ones that I'm going to be showing to my sister-in-law to see if she wants to take some of these. So the first one that I'm going to see if she likes is Britney Spears Midnight Fantasy. This fragrance, again, one that I loved when I sniffed it in my haul, but the night that I put this on to test it on, it made me extremely sick to my stomach, nauseous. I couldn't handle it. I think that this one has plum, if I'm not mistaken, and plum and fragrances tend to do that to me. They get me very, there's a few fragrances with plum that work, but for the most part, I can't handle them. And this one just turned very artificial, very sweet on my skin. It didn't go too well with my skin. But I have heard of people who just find this scent very intoxicating. People that say that this is a head turner, that it gets a lot of attention. So I think this was more of just like a me thing. So I'm gonna see if she likes this one. I'm also going to be decluttering Coach Florell. This one has a very nice, like a magazine type of, like those testers that came in magazines, and they always smelled so good. So that's what this one reminds me of, but I'm gonna see if she wants it, because again, this one, it has a really nice pineapple note in there, but this one gave me a headache. The florals were a little bit too sharp in this one, and the same thing that happened with the original Coach. The one that has the black around the top, I had to get rid of that one too because it gave me a headache, and this one did the same thing. So I think that Coach fragrances kind of do that to me. The only one that I kept from this line was the Coach Floral Blush. I really love that one. That one's really, really nice. So I'm gonna see if she wants this one. Another one that I am decluttering is Jessica Simpson Fancy Girl. This one, also headache. I believe there was freesia in here. It was just too strong for me. Very, very sweet. This is a very sweet fragrance. Yeah, this one has beautiful notes. This one has raspberry, pear, vanilla, musk, amber, nectarine. But the problem for me was the florals, the freesia. But yeah, I don't know. This one has to go. The next one I am giving to her is this one, not because I don't like it, but because I feel like one bottle is enough. I don't really like to have backup bottles of fragrances, so I'm giving her the other bottle that I bought of the L'Imperatrice from Dolce & Gabbana, just because I have a full bottle and this one's just gonna be sitting there. So if she likes it, I'm gonna let her take it. But I love this one. This is not one that I don't like. The next one, you guys, I don't know what happened with this one either. I feel like I went through like a major change in the scents that I like. I don't know. I like to be honest with you guys. I don't want you guys to ever think that I am telling you like that I like something and then I switch up. You know, it's truly what I'm going through. Like, you guys are going through this fragrance journey with me, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys have had an experience where you like a fragrance and then you end up not liking it. So that happened with Hugo Boss, the scent Private Accord. I did use a pretty good amount of this one, but this one, I feel like, first of all, it doesn't really last long on me, And also when I first used it, I got a little bit more of like the chocolate, like the cocoa powder feel to it, and lately it's just not smelling the same. I'm getting like this scent that's making me a little bit sick, a little nauseous, and yeah, it just doesn't do it for me no more. This one I'm gonna declutter, not because I don't like it, but just because it's just not a scent that I see myself using a lot. And this is the Lolita Lempicka one. I really like this one when I first tried it out. It's still super cute, sweet, almost like a candy type of scent. I know that some people get a lot more of that licorice note and they absolutely hate it. That the licorice doesn't really bother me. I just feel like I'm not going to use this one as much. This one for some reason reminds me of like Jolly Ranchers. Why? I have no idea, but just like a candy sweet scent. I just don't see myself picking this one up. And then this next one truly hurt because I just got this one and I was not expecting to have to get rid of it, and I loved it when I tried it out. This is the Givenchy Live Irresistible. I didn't have so much of a problem with this one. It was more my husband, but he was full blown like, that just made me nauseous. Please, what is that? Like, he has never had that reaction with a fragrance before, like how he did with this one. He was not feeling this. And unfortunately, the patchouli got very, very prominent in this one on my skin. And it just had like the syrupy patchouli vibe to it. So I didn't really get the raspberry as much as when I first tried it. When I hauled it on my skin, it turned into like a patchouli syrup. Pretty much is what it smelled like. But if you like super sweet scents and you don't pick up that patchouli, this is a gorgeous scent. It's just that the patchouli just jumped out on my skin and it just made it almost unbearable. I'm sad about this one, but it has to go. I'm accepting things as they are because I try to get in denial, and if I wear this again around my husband, he's probably gonna run away from me and sleep in another room. He couldn't handle this one. So that's my update on this one. That is my declutter. That is going to be it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let's talk down below about your experiences with these fragrances. I know that some of you guys are going to be, you know, a little shocked, but we gotta do what we gotta do, right? So who knows, maybe in the future they will make an appearance again in my collection, but for now, those are the fragrances that I am letting go. Give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video.
I've been watching you. Boy, I've been watching you.